Hi everyone, welcome to my next video blog. Thank you for being here. You can actually read more on my website or sign up for my newsletter. So I wanted to share with you today about initiations and how life sometimes brings us initiations with all of its unknowns, and how sometimes those initiations can really change us and change us on really a cellular level. For me, it was motherhood, and there have been others along the way, but I would say that motherhood was the biggest one. You know, motherhood just changes you drastically, so does parenthood. And for me, it came with a special situation with my daughter. And I've been reflecting on this after a visit to the hospital the last few weeks. And luckily, our daughter is doing great, but these things change you, and they alter your course. And in that, there is a gift. There comes a gift of awareness. And life full of unknowns, it brings us points of initiations, points where we are called upon to really use our inner resources, but also seek out a higher power, if you will, or spirit, and connect there. Um, Spirit has been really, my practice and everything has really been a source of strength for me, and a place where anchors me in so many respects. Um, and this is how sometimes we get through these initiations and these unknowns and these challenges that life does bring us for our own personal growth. Initiations to me help us become who we're meant to be and help us grow as people, and they also help us connect with our greater purpose and a greater calling, and they change us and they help us become. For me, motherhood was a process of becoming a different kind of mother. Given my daughter's condition, I became more vigilant, and I had to show up in a totally different way, and I had to really use my inner resources, whatever I had possible, to face these situations. And that's where awareness comes in. Awareness is a gift, and also brings with it this observation of everything, of seeing it all. I've seen everything that's there, the beautiful, the joyous, the blessings. It also means we might see things we don't want to see. We might see what's effed up in our lives and not working. So awareness brings this gift of completeness to some extent. Maybe not complete, but it allows us to see what's there, and what we do with that is up to us. That's the choice part. We might see, yeah, my daughter has this condition. I'm aware of that, and how I relate to that and how I deal with that and how I navigate that is up to me. And that's the gift of awareness. It's seeing everything in our lives before us. It's saying, oh, that's really not working over there. What am I going to do about it? And to me, that awareness is part of an initiation. It's a wake-up call, if you will. Sometimes it's like you're walking along and everything's working out, and then sometimes it's not, and you have to face the situation. So becoming a mother was also me becoming more grounded in the present, but also grounded into what is happening, what's going on, how can I address it, and how can I navigate it. And seeing that challenge as a learning experience, and seeing those challenges as gifts for my own personal growth, and for me to become who I'm meant to be, and for me to remember who I am and what resources and what inner resources I do have and really, the final message in all of it was that, for me, that it reaffirmed my faith, and it reaffirmed a trust in spirit, or higher power, whatever you want to call it, in that the importance of connecting there, and the importance of connecting to that, because that's an unlimited source of where things are possible. So much is possible. And today, that is my message, that healing is possible, that there's so many different possibilities, and it doesn't have to be this limited. It's not limited. And that's what I really check into, is to think about how healing is possible for all of us, and also that these initiations bring to us a chance to do life differently, a chance to look at our lives and create a different life, and that is possible. And for many, so I really hope that I hope that we all can find a way to access our inner resources when we need it in this life. I also, my final message here is that you don't really know what's going on with people, and sometimes we don't know. And for me, yes, my dealing with so much of my life, sometimes it has been challenging, and also dealing, so much of my life there's been some parts of my life that, yes, it's been challenging, and we all have those moments in our lives. We all do. And if we could just remember that we don't know what's going on with someone, and we don't know what they're going through, that maybe we can be kinder, maybe we can have some compassion for where they're at. So many of us are going through stuff, and if we can just be kind and just remember that we don't know what's going on with someone, and that we don't know what it's like to walk in their shoes, and we don't know what it's like. So if we can find it within ourselves to be kind to ourselves and each other, I have no doubt that our world would change some, if not our greater world, but our own personal world. And for all of us who are, our parents or whomever, wherever we're at in our lives, I extend to you my own personal story as a way as a service to you, to realize that, we're all going through this life, all navigating unknowns, all navigating challenges, and we're all in it together. We're sitting in the hospital, and I was looking around, and I'm like, wow, we're all parents in this together. We're all waiting for our children. We're all navigating this together. And that's important, We are all in this humanity together. So maybe be kind to each other, and maybe have some compassion for each other, and maybe realize that, we don't know what's going on for each other. So maybe, asking how someone is so powerful. It's a really powerful question. Just to say, hi, how are you? It can mean so much to someone. So I extend to you this message in service of wherever you're at, and I send you my kindest thoughts. And you can, again, read more on my blog and through my newsletter. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your month. Be well.